obviously, you guys ripped me off for that video. People don't want to admit it, but I know it, they know it, and the YWC knows it. You guys simply ripped off my style. You did, okay? You got popular with that video, so get on your hands and knees and fucking thank me.
Single biggest misconception out there, and primarily in WrestlingJesus' own mind, is that we ripped off his style. That's ridiculous. Do you have a gray talking cat that loves Mark Henry? A pink horse head on a stick named Karen? Do you have La Crotcha? Do you have OCT? Do you have Old School, Dumber Dumber, Canned Heat, the A-Rye guys? All these different gimmicks and shtick things? Do you have those, WrestlingJesus? No, you don't, you moron! The one thing that you really claim to, though, saying we ripped off your style. Hey, they took the 10 or 15 reasons somebody sucks from me, and they're making money off of my idea. Really? So nobody else out there on YouTube has ever done videos about 10 or 15 reasons something was good or great or bad or sucked or whatever. Nobody's ever done that. If we want to operate off of that theory, okay, let's say, for example, you think I am ripping you off by doing those videos. Okay, did you rip off Muse, who did videos about why wrestlers suck? Did Muse rip off people that have done 10 or 15 reasons lists? Did everybody that's ever done a list like that, 10 or 15 reasons, rip that idea off of David Letterman? That's how stupid and ridiculous your whole thing sounds. You keep clinging to it. Ultimately, you're jealous because the 15 Reasons Randy Orton Sucks video did better than any of your stupid 15 Reasons Something Sucks video ever could imagine to.
Okay, people are gonna say WrestlingJesus is jealous. Little reality check. If I was to steal your shit, become popular off it, not give you credit, and then be praised as the best because I stole your shit, you would be pissed off as well, alright? In the gaming community, there is a guy known as Irate Gamer who is hated for stealing James Nintendo Nerds' shit. They stole my shit. They are fucking copycats, hacks, and pathetic motherfuckers who should at least admit that they stole my shit, alright? People are gonna say, hey, these guys are way better than you. Yeah, after I've lost my big account, after I've had 20 accounts since then, they are bigger. But if my original WJTV would have been there, my original fucking concept vids would have more views than them. If they are so better than me, why did they have to rip me off and not give me credit? Because they're pathetic pieces of shit. That's why, WrestlingJesus, you're angry. Yes, I don't like being robbed by some no-good bastards. And then, their little fanboys coming to me saying that they're better when you know that they ripped me off. Fuck you, alright? Fuck you, straight up. Alright, you're a bunch of hacks, wannabes, posers, and thieves. Go fuck yourself.
So not only is your accusation of us ripping off your style just foolish, the fact that you keep clinging to this and are jealous of this, and you know you are, you liar, you are, you're jealous of it, just makes you seem childish. One of the things WrestlingJesus made sure to bring up was the whole thing about Save Yoshi Tatsu. Well, you know what? I'm sure the WWE already had the plans for him and Tensai to have a match, and that's beyond the point. If we sat there and ever said that it was all us, I don't really think we implied that. You know, things like that don't hurt, though. When people get buzzing about a certain individual, WWE does notice and does respond to it. But sometimes it's sarcasm, it's humor, and you would think, Wrestling Jesus, that you would understand that, but quite frankly, I'm not sure what you understand in that little mind of yours. But Save Yoshi Tatsu did get a lot of attention throughout the entire IWC. Yoshi Tatsu did respond to us twice. We don't know whether Yoshi Tatsu responded because he legitimately hated it, or he responded because he wanted to be in a position where he had plausible deniability. That's a big word for you, perhaps. Where he could go to his bosses at WWE and say, I wasn't behind it, in fact, I tried to discourage it, where deep down he's thinking to himself, this is a great idea, it gets my name out there. You don't know that. Remember, buddy, ultimately wrestling is a work. So a lot of times you have to be careful. What you see is not always what you should believe. But to sit there and say that we're acting like on a high horse because of it, no, I don't really think so. Yet another lie and distortion put out there by the Wrestling Jesus. Imagine.
Number 2, Yoshi Tatsu. These guys made a video claiming that they're gonna save Yoshi Tatsu. Okay? They then made a video claiming to be successful because they got Yoshi a match with Lord Tensai on Raw. They claimed to be successful because Yoshi tweeted twice about their Save Yoshi Tatsu campaign. First of all, at least 5-6 days before Tatsu had his match against Tensai on Raw, he was fucking tweeting about how he was gonna fight Tensai. He was saying that he was a real Jap, that Tensai was a wannabe, etc., and that he was gonna fight him. And you guys just fucking looked at his Twitter. You then turn around acting like you don't know shit, like if he wants a push, like you want him to get a push. Then when he gets his match with Tensai, you claim to be victorious. Look at how great we are for Lord Tensai, and we gotta push for Yoshi Tatsu, all their subs. Oh, please save this wrestler, that wrestler. You already knew that he was gonna be on Raw, motherfucking phony pricks. Alright? Yoshi was writing all over his fucking Twitter shit about Lord Tensei. Obviously, he was gonna fight him. Okay, he fights him. You then claim to be heroes. How fucking pathetic and phony is that? You guys didn't claim to save Yoshi. It was all sarcasm and humor. So the video patting yourselves on the back for saving Yoshi, claiming that they mentioned that on TV, all sarcasm. Okay, I think you're the fraud, like I said, alright? You don't know that Yoshi didn't like your campaign. Yeah, he told you guys to stop writing that. Okay, he even retweeted somebody telling people not to write that, but he loved it. Loved it. You saved them, dog. You're real. You're not lying. No, you're not a ripoff.
Wrestling Jesus loves to get on his pulpit and his high horse whenever anybody tries to make money on the internet, apparently. Now, this is not e-begging, Wrestling Jesus. Let's understand the difference. This is not asking for money, let's say, to fix one of our cars and not offering a product or service. We're offering a product or service, and if people want to subscribe for it, we told them the price. If they don't, then that's fine.
You said that you were not e-begging. Did I mention e-begging? You said that I said you were e-begging, and I never said that, so I just talked about the newsletter, so you're lying, misrepresenting.
But all the while you're trying to sit there and come at us, because now it's basically, they say, here's the newsletter, give us our money, then go fuck yourself. I find that very funny, because there couldn't be a bigger hypocrite on this issue but you, Wrestling Jesus, and I'm going to quote one of your videos about YouTube partnership being available to everybody. And I quote, I placed ads on my vids just for the fuck of it, but I applied for my AdSense and I'm going to get fucked! Just like I get fucked every time I apply for an AdSense, because I was a bad boy a couple times, lost a few accounts, etc. So every time I apply for an AdSense, I don't get shit. Then you hit yourself in the chair, with a chair in the head repeatedly, whatever that was supposed to accomplish. Alright, so if we're trying to make money off of our subscribers by offering a product or service and asking them if they wanted to pay something in return, aren't you, by trying to set up, as you admitted, numerous AdSense accounts to enable ads on your videos, aren't you trying to sit there and make money off of your content from your subscribers? Sure, they might not have to come out of pocket themselves, but it's their views that ultimately determine, and their clicks on the ads that determine how much you get paid by the advertiser. Fundamentally, what the fuck is the difference? There isn't.
Yeah, you say that I'm a hypocrite because I had an AdSense. I had an AdSense. Didn't make any money on it. When I saw that it would stop me from doing the vids that my subs would enjoy. When I saw that I would have to be a sellout fucking jackass like you to make vids, I didn't want to do that to my subs, so I closed it. I probably have an email that can prove that. So, you know, big fucking difference. I'm not a hypocrite for that, or whatever. You're asking people to give you money out of their pocket. I simply had an AdSense and, you know, closed it myself after like 4 or 5 days because I didn't want it, so I don't know what you're saying, but you know, I'm not a hypocrite or whatever. I lied about closing my AdSense. No, I closed it, so you can't prove that I didn't close it, yet you're implying it and calling me a liar. Therefore, you are a fraud. You are lying and misrepresenting stuff. High-pitched voice, man. They want to make an Assume Jeff Jarrett position t-shirt. In other words, they want to make money with Jeff Jarrett's name without his permission. That's called stealing. That is called stealing, you motherfuckers. I mean, really.
You called us out for trying to steal from somebody by making an Assume Jeff Jarrett position t-shirt. Now, did you know, WrestlingJesus, that it wouldn't actually say Jeff Jarrett's name on the t-shirt? Could you say assume the position with a picture of me with fingers up like that? How would that really be ripping off anybody? I'm just wondering. Have an answer? No, you really don't, because you just sounded like a jackass for saying it. Get some facts before you open your mouth about crap that you don't know a thing about. Then come back and see us. Another non-factually based assumption that you make is that you claim we have no insider info with any wrestling company. You know, just because we don't spill the dirt or don't sit there and talk about it or bring it up doesn't mean that we don't have insider info or don't have contacts within the business. Again, you think you know, but you don't know. All I will sit there and say to you is think about this. Who's the channel that accurately predicted it would be Undertaker versus Triple H at WrestleMania 27 when everybody thought it was Sting? Who was the individual on the channel that said The Rock was going to be the guest host of WrestleMania 27 before anybody was really talking about it?
You have insider info. I don't believe that. Your proof is that you predicted some stuff, different matches, karma, etc. Well, if you really did have info, then it wouldn't have been a prediction. It means you would have heard about it, then you would have made a false prediction, already knowing in advance what's gonna happen.
Another dumb statement that WrestlingJesus made in a video full of them was saying that we were charging $10 for crap that people already knew. Well, quite frankly, WrestlingJesus, I just wanted to bring this up. How do you know? How do you know people already know what's in our newsletter? Because quite frankly, a lot of times when we talk about things, especially from wrestling's history, if it happened before 1998, some of our viewers do know about it, and quite frankly, and some of them will admit, a lot of them do not, or they're very unfamiliar with it. So if we're educating them on stuff that happened in the 70s, or the 80s, or the early 90s, that a large portion of our audience wasn't old enough to remember, or has never really seen, how are we telling them stuff they didn't already know? And there could be certain insights and opinions that we have on things going on today in wrestling that could be entirely different from anybody else's, and a lot of times they are. How would people already know our opinions? Just when they think they know it, they find out they had no clue. Yet another thing that you said that you deserve to be called out on.
You said people don't know what's in the newsletter. There might be stuff in there that's old that people never knew about, so basically they can just read Wikipedia and say, fuck your newsletter. Okay.
Have we always provided videos on YouTube free of charge? Yes! Are we going to continue to do so? Yes! So get that through your thick mother Canuckin skull that that's how it's going to be, and anybody that doubts us, get that through your thick skulls too!